Pep. You said at the start of the season that after you win a treble, you start at the bottom of the mountain and you have to have the hunger and desire. In terms of the reaction of your players, how passionate they felt at the weekend, does that show a real desire, a real hunger, and shows what they have inside that they really care about?
No, I don't need that for the last action to see it. So if you see how we behave, there is a pattern, like we are complacent. I know that here the analysis when you win is immediately the complacency, don't have character, and when we win is because still we have hunger, is beyond of that. So I think the way we behave against the last two games against top sides, and they said, okay, we are there. We are there. So I would like to know how should be the reaction when happened that in the last action. I said after, we didn't lose for that action. Maybe Jack, doesn't score, so who knows that? So always I grew up in my Barcelona academy and Barcelona there to don't find much this kind of things like that. But I would like to know for the Premier League or whatever, how should you react in that situation when you were to win a tough game, because we want to be there, because I had the feeling that still we want to compete against the top sides in here, how the players should not react. Okay, sorry, the loss, we cannot talk and stay home and nothing happened. It's a human instinct, is that now the players here now will not react in that way, but in that moment, someone tell me, they want to be fine, we'll be fine, because the road's fine, so what else? But I should react in the same time, and I promise you, all of us, we are here in this room, in this auditorium. If you are a football player, it happened that you will react in that way. But it happened 20 years ago, 40 years ago, it will happen in 40 years. So who's got to respect the referees? Come on. Tell me one player doesn't want to respect the referees. Tell me one. Or managers. But it's emotions, it's feelings, and sometimes, it's a lot, yeah. But it happened because the referee knows exactly what happened, what I've done. But mistake me first, nothing happened, okay, that's all. So we can apologize, they didn't apologize, we can apologize, we do it. So we don't do it, it's happened. But I don't understand how it should be different, honestly. I understand my players completely.
Have you spoken to the refereeing body, or has anyone sort of explained to you why that thing was made?
No.
Just on something else, you're not conceding many goals, but a lot of the goals you're conceding are quite late on in games. Have you been able to sort of identify why?
That is true. It's happened a lot. So in last games against Chelsea, Liverpool, and we could close before with scoring more goals. And after, when it's open in that league, when the last minutes everything happened. So we didn't avoid the cross. We didn't defend well the far post. But it's also the cross is good for Johnson. Kulusevski attacked well, so he made a good goal with his shoulder. So football is sometimes like that, so I have to accept it, and it happens some periods in 8 years, some periods it happen in some moments. Have to try to break it and start to win games.
Is it, like you say, sort of not killing teams off by scoring more goals that's happening?
No, sometimes we want to score goals, sometimes we are not able to do it, and we are tight. Okay. And where's the way? Defending deep a lot of times, or continue to press. It was an action like, he was quick, it happened. We play against top sides, they have ability to score, to do it, and that's all. So, but the players know it, we know it, they try to improve.
If Villa were to beat you tomorrow and then...
Sorry?
If Villa were to win tomorrow against you and beat Arsenal on Saturday, they could potentially go top. At the moment, there are, I think, 6 teams within 7 points of each other. I know every year we say this, but do you feel with the points you've dropped, Liverpool have dropped, the 2 teams, or 3 or 4 teams, Arsenal, we expect to be there at the end. Do you feel this could be like this for the whole season, with a cluster of teams in there pushing?
So far,
given the depth of Villa,
so far what they have shown, yes, because they are playing European competition. It's not playing like Tottenham or Chelsea, is 1 game a week. So they are playing European competition, Conference League, I guess. And Europa League, I don't know, sorry. Europa League, Conference, Aston Villa, sorry. So he's playing there. So and they are there. So it's already 15 games. It's not. There's a lot of still 72 points to play. So a lot of games to play. But of course, if so far they are there, can be there. Yeah. And I think in knockout stages in competitions, Emery is used as well to play every 3 days. You know, playing because I've been in Sevilla, in Valencia at that time, in PSG. Arsenal, so they play every 3 days, so they know how you handle the training session, handle them, you know, the mindset to their players. So that's why they can do it. Yeah, of course they can be there.
Hiya, Pep. There's been quite a lot of talk since the game against Tottenham about your faltering form, and people seem to be saying that, you know, City are dipping. Gary Neville mentioned the word complacency. Are you surprised by the thoughts of pundits like that?
No, I don't have anything about say anything about the pundits, honestly. So it's not about that. So honestly, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it's about the complacency. Honestly, I know that players. I know how we run. I know. You know, how we behave was extraordinary. So I had the feeling if we maintain that level, we will win the Premier League. We will win it again. So he knows that how difficult it is. Otherwise, Gary Neville have won 4 Premier Leagues in the best period of Man United. He didn't do it, you know. And maybe he knows the complacency. But when I see my team, how is the backwards, how he fight, how he press, how he continue the end, how he upset they are after conceded goals, or how we react and everything. I don't have that feeling. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they see everything that I'm not able to see. But I don't have that feeling. Honestly, I don't have. So, but normally that's happened when you drop points, but the people said, okay, you drop points against Chelsea, against Liverpool, against Tottenham. What a disaster. So, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Tottenham. So, what do people expect? We're going to win the 120 points. We're going 20 points in front. Of course, our behavior in some moments, after winning the treble and 3 Premier Leagues in a row, and yeah, sometimes you need this. You know how we defend the cross more aggressive, how we attack the ball, the little details. You know, the long ball to Manu Akanji against Leipzig player and make like this, or win the duel and score a goal. Yeah, that's the details. It happened. It's become because we won a lot. And that's why we talk a lot, guys. Still, we have to try to be there. But I see how we press Tottenham. First, I have against Liverpool, even against Chelsea in the bad moments there. How we are done. I don't have that feeling that they are, okay, how good we are, or play the football like a little bit naive, or playing football like how good we are and don't respect the opponents. Not at all. I don't have that feeling. But maybe they have more injuries, but not even him, nor even Jamie Carragher. Of course, we didn't once, but Michael Richard, and all that, and no one for Premier Leagues in a row. So when that happened, never ever, no team in England. So when that's happened, it's because normally you have more chance to don't happen than happen. No, because treble, just one, no, the second team happened. It's so difficult to do again and again and again and again and again, because we don't have, like other teams have, like we never done it for many years, you know. And when you come back in certain moments, it's more difficult. But what am I feeling? It's so difficult to maintain the level from Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham. It's so difficult. If we are able to do it, we are going to win. But it's so difficult. I'm not sure we are going to be able to do it. But this is a target. This is a target to the players to maintain that level that we are playing. I signal right now to play the level from Liverpool, Tottenham we have played. I sign it to right now until the end of the season, every single game. Right now. I'm not saying we won 4-0, 5-0. We draw and we draw. I sign right now. My team behave and play the way we played these 2 last games. And my players feel it that. And I think my opponents feel it that. But we'll be able to sustain that all the season. I don't know. But that is the challenge. So, and if tomorrow we lose on Sunday and Chelsea goes 6 points, 7 points, carry on, keep going. This is so long. Keep going. Try to arrive in March, April, being there in all competitions. This is the target that we want to do. But I'm very pleased with the team. Very pleased. And I said right after Liverpool, right after Tottenham, sometimes, I have to talk with the team and said, I'm 100% certain, like what I feel, I'm going to tell them. And when you are not 100%, better shut up, you know, go home, and maybe the after tomorrow we're going to talk. In the 2 days right after, say, guys, heads up. Go in the media and defend and be proud what you have done, because there's no regrets. But if you make a result, so we don't win, you have a complacency, so, you know, cause effect, okay, I cannot say anything. So we lose semifinals, I don't have character. Many times I listen in 7, 8 years, never. You know that? It's like, for example, saying, you want to make a dig to Mikel. I don't want to make a dig to Mikel. So it was a little joke, maybe the people don't get it. So you want to say something to Mikel, I promise you, like it was 1 week ago, we spoke each other. So I talk him. The mind games is play better than the opponents. Mind games is there and defend better and play better, that is. Do you know mind games? When after 10, 15 minutes you have the ball and chances, the opponent is affected the mind games because you are much better than them. But the manager control the emotions of the players before and after, no chance. I come here to use my press conference to mind games to the opponent. To be Aston Villa is play better than them. Start the game and play better. This is the mind games. The others do believe something that you cannot control. So I'm really pleased with my team. Really, really, really pleased. And I would love, I had the feeling we dropped points. Yeah, we were close against Chelsea. After 4-3, you have to close it. We defend really bad that moment. Really bad. Against Liverpool, we had not a lot of chances, but against Liverpool it's so difficult to do. You have enough chances to kill it. When Alexander-Arnold close to the box, he can take the weapon and shoot the gun. It's difficult to stop it. So Fulham got it too. Against Tottenham, we have done the first half, even the second half, the chances that we have. What can I say to my team after come from? Maybe they accuse us of complacency because they felt this complacency in the first season to win the Premier. Maybe they felt it. This team so far, I don't know tomorrow, Sunday, I don't know next games, I don't know. But now, no chance. How we behave against the young boys, behave against the Red Star. No, you have to be humble enough to, against them, being Champions League winner, behave in that way. And I like it. I'm in love with my team. Many years, and still I am.
Last two guys, 1-3 and 1 for Rob.
Pep, you've said a couple of times.
Do you think you need another question after this verbal speech?
Yeah, you've commented a couple of times. Excuse me.
So Jack, the questions of Jack are so special all the time. So that's why.
Well, how do you follow that? Yeah. You've said a couple of times how no team has ever won 4 titles and the difficulties of maintaining that level you're talking about.
Yeah.
What are the challenges? What will stop you maintaining that level? Is it physical, mental, injuries? What are the sort of challenges?
Next game. Next game, Aston Villa, what do you have to do? Analyze the good things they do, what I have to do. The next game. But I like to live, so we are going to do it again. I like to live. Every morning I wake up and go there, so we're going to do it again. I like it. I like that feeling. And I would not say that when I see the team. Maybe we go there. From now on, maybe we go there and we don't lift it. It happen. It doesn't happen. We'll come back next season. So what can I do? I'm pretty sure we are not going to win the next 10 decades, 10 Premier Leagues in a row. I'm optimistic, but not idiot. You know, this is not going to happen. So sooner or later, we are not going to win the Premier League. So I said many times to my hierarchies, guys, that is exceptional. What we have done so far these years is the exception. In this country, I would say in our country maybe a little bit, but this country is so difficult. So accept it. But how we saw the team with the problems that we have, that changed the core of the team, the midfield players, is completely the opposite that we have in the last seasons. So change many things. Still, we are quite stable, create more chances, concede few the opponents. So at the end, my average is you create more chances, yeah, we concede few than the opponents, okay, we are in good path. And normally I have still the feeling, maybe I'm wrong, that you have more chances than the opponent, you have more chances to score goals than the opponent. If you concede few chances than the opponent, you have chances to concede less goals than the opponent. Question of average. But that is not 10 to 10. That can happen the opposite. But what happened, I try to analyze the performance, not just the results. And have been more than decent, I would say.
Rob to finish.
You've obviously had title-winning teams that have won 100 points or near enough 100 points, but do you think because this season there's team about eight or nine teams, including Aston Villa, who can all beat each other, that whoever wins a title this year will need fewer than 100 points, quite a lot fewer maybe than 100 points?
So I don't know. Maybe when there are one or two just contenders, maybe you have to be like we have done with Liverpool for many years. Maybe you need it, but when there are 4, 5, 6 teams, like every team is fighting for that, you drop points. You know, maybe. But honestly, I don't know.
The point is, if you're in a title race with just Liverpool, if you draw 3 games in a row, people say that's a crisis. You might not win the title from here.
Sorry.
That if it's just you and Liverpool, and you draw 3 games in a row, people start saying that's a crisis because you've already dropped too many points. But if all the teams are going to drop points,
no, but that depends on the standards that you have. These are standards that you have. You want to travel 3 draws is a chaos. Yeah, is that? But your standard is lower, and the previous season is not fighting for Champions League, or you are not qualified for the Champions League, or you are dead. So after that is less important.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.